Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to some more Dark Souls PvP. This is another invasion, and this is in the Catacombs, and the Catacombs is one of my favourite places to invade, and I can already see my victim. He's right there, hiding behind his eagle shield, which is something you see far too often, but you can't change people, you can only, you know, adapt. So I move into this room because he's fighting. He's just cleaned out the skeletons, and I think I bow to him, and I think he backstabs me. Oh no, he doesn't. He hits me with a lightning halberd, or a lightning gargoyle. I don't know what that is. That might be a gargoyle axe. I can't quite tell. It's some kind of axe. All you need to know is this guy's a bad player, and if we'd have fought with full life, this duel would have been easy. But he got the cheap shot on me. And it's coming pretty close now. He chugs, like we all do, because he's a coward, and he's probably going to mash me down just through the fact that he's two-handing. Not much you can do, really. It just sucks that there's people like him on this game, and I wish the dry fingers would work so I could have gone back into his world and absolutely destroyed him. Because anybody who plays like that, you obviously can tell that they're not the most skillful, they're just relying on the fact that when you taunt, you are completely vulnerable and you can't cancel it. But I'm not going to change the way I play just for arseholes, because then I'm an arsehole, and the whole if you can't beat them, join them mentality is the only reason why bullshit like that is proliferated, and it's the only reason it spreads, because people culminate it. They breed it. It's ridiculous. And I meant to say cultivate instead of culminate, because culminate's the completely wrong word. But you'll forgive me, I've been commentating for quite some time and my brain is kind of fried. So right now, I don't know where this guy is, and I can't see any life bars popping up to dictate where he's attacking dudes. And the bridge there has not been moved, but he doesn't need to move the bridge to get down there if he knows how to do the jumps. So I can see a spirit over where the button is to my right, and I don't know what it is, but when you invade, spirits seem to linger a lot longer than they do in your own game. And I don't know if it's latency, I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit misleading, and I don't like it. But whenever you invade a world, you've got to think of the areas where the guy might be, because there's only a few hotspots. And the majority of the places that he can go, enemies will attack him, and I can see any kind of conflict because life bars show up through the walls. If he's anywhere near a bonfire, I have to check it. If he's anywhere near a switch or near some kind of merchant, I have to check that. If he's anywhere that triggers a cutscene, then it's easy because I know exactly where he is, but until that moment it can be really difficult. And that's what you're seeing here. I usually do edit these journeys out, but there we go, I've just seen a life bar, and that shows me where he is. And in all honesty, I'm not too sure how this guy's got where he is, unless he's opened up this entrance to my right, and I think he has. Yeah, that's how he's done it. He's gone through this area. And a lot of people know if you come down here, you can drop onto a couple of ledges, and you can get to, is it Vamos, the blacksmith of the catacombs. And I'm not too sure if this guy's gone that far down, and my only apprehension about following him down here is not only do I have to use humanity because the fall hurts, but if he isn't this far, I have to wait for him to come. And that is under the expectation that he's actually going to move, because some people, when you invade them, they'll turtle, they'll hide. They don't want to fight the invader. But luckily enough, I see the guy there, he's got a couple of the skeletons beneath him, and I need your help here, guys, because I don't understand this next fight. If you noticed, he had an aura around him that looks a lot like either he's been poisoned or he's used power within. And if he has used power within, which I think he does, I think that's what it is, it should be killing him. But I'm not seeing any indication that it's taking away from his life. So I don't understand what he's doing. But you'll see for yourself when we engage, because he's fighting with the bone wheel skeletons at the moment. And he just insta-killed it, which is not difficult, so it doesn't necessarily mean this guy's tweaked or anything. I bow to show that I'm a fair fighter, I can see look at him, do you see it? He's completely covered in black stuff. And I think, actually, looking back, he's a Gravelord guy. And that's what it is. I think he's used an Eye of Death to curse somebody's world. But he's using this Zweihander, and this sword is ridiculous, so... I punish him for a lazy swing with a backstab, and I should have probably chained the stabs, and he punishes me for a lazy swing and he gets a lag stab. But unfortunately, he's wearing a Hornet, or he's just a really, really high level, so one backstab takes all of my life, because I'm very low vitality for PvP. Well, for proper PvP, not necessarily low level PvP, and stuff like that happens where I did nothing wrong, because on my screen I was away from that guy, he was nowhere near my back, but on his screen he was closer and he backstabbed me. And I hope, and this is pretty ambitious, that in the PvP arena that you can set up some kind of rules, and I hope that you can make it so that they can deactivate backstabs, because I just don't think it takes any skill. I really don't. This guy, I should have never bowed to this guy, because I knew something was wrong with what I watched. So this is a new player who's glitched, and he's made it so that he's got like unlimited life and unlimited stamina. The only problem is, he's a shit player, so he doesn't know that these skeletons will never stop coming unless you kill the Pyromancer, or unless you kill them with a divine weapon. So this dude with his, I think it's a Black Knight sword, he's just gone to town on these skeletons, and they just keep on getting up. And this happens for quite some time. I was tempted to put like the chicken song on this, because this guy's a retard. It's just, how stupid can you be? And I was even thinking, how can I fight this guy fairly, because these skeletons are just going to keep coming back, so this is going to be an easy fight. And he's wearing the boar helmet, which tells me that he's a moron with no style, because that helmet is heavy and nothing else. And it's generally a low level build. It's generally somebody who's not too sure what he's doing. And I watch this, it's like, this guy's getting smashed. But I realise, it's not showing me his life. So, he doesn't seem to be taking any damage. And I hit him with the shuttle, the skeletons are hitting him, he's not healing for some reason. I'm like, and I don't know what this is, I don't know what he does here. I really should have. I think it's Karmic Justice. And I died because I couldn't understand what was happening. And look, he gets parried! He gets parried by the skeleton, which does an amazing amount of damage. And no numbers, no nothing. And yeah, hacker. So this is fun. So after doing my string of invasions, I get indicted a lot. The punishment for being indicted is the Dark Moon Covenant will invade you and kill you because of your sins. And that's what this guy is. And this guy's actually pretty cool. He's still a bit of a douche because of how he's set up, but it's still cool. He's wearing Big Hat Logan's hat, he's wearing full Giant's armour, which is douchey, and he's using an Evelyn with the Great Sword of Artorias. And as you can tell, he whitewashes me. And why does he whitewash me? Because he's 113 levels higher than me. And I think that's disgusting, personally, because that Covenant can invade any level. Any level. I could be level 40 and get that guy in my game. Where the hell is the fairness in that? And I always wondered when I listened to PvP commentaries for this game, I always wondered why people said that the PvP level was like 125. It was kind of like the mutually agreed upon level. And I was like, well, why doesn't anybody go higher? Why is it 125? And I used to think, like, if I go higher, then I'll probably be stronger and have a better advantage against these people. And then when I played the game myself, I realised everybody's higher, because they're all the dickheads who are crap at the game and don't want fair fights. They're all the gangbangers. The only people that are level 125 are the nice people who want to fight and want to duel. So you very rarely come across anybody the same level as you, because there's so many people completely tweaked out through being such high levels, like this guy here. And I should have won that fight. And anybody who knows how this game works knows what my mistake was. And my mistake was, I didn't realise he had no poise. and if I would have mashed after I stunned him, I could have stun-locked him and won, but I didn't, and he got me with the Sunlight Sword, so once again my inexperience shines through and I take another loss. But thanks for watching, guys, and you take care now.